Today we're going to be going over a pre-made bag horizontal form, fill, and seal. So where do we find it on our website? What's the definition of this piece of machine? How and where customers use this? So the upstream and downstream equipment, benefits and features, industries used in, and the questions and key points. So where do we find it on our website? Well, first you go to the website, go to buy equipment, packaging equipment, then you scroll down to form, fill, and seal, horizontal form, fill, and seal, and the pre-made bag, horizontal form, fill, and seal. So the definition, this machine uses a pre-made pouch, fills that pouch with liquids, granules, solids, meats, sauces, items like that. Once it is filled, it is sealed with either a cap or a heat seal. As you can tell the picture on your left, that's a center spout, so it's going to be capped. Picture on the right, it's going to be a regular pouch, it's going to have a heat seal on it. So there's different types of pouches. We're not going to go over all of them. The main point is that the reason that pre-made pouch is fantastic is because you can have any style, shape, size, whatever you want. That's going to make your product stand out compared to anything else that's on the shelf. Two types of machines that you'll see is going to be the rotary. So it's going to pick that pouch up. It's going to spin it around from station to station to get opened, sealed, or filled, sealed, and then discharged. In line, like the one you see right up here, it's going to pick it up and just send it straight down the line. So some of the upstream and downstream equipment that you'll see. Upstream, you'll see slicers, metal detectors, bin dumpers, hoppers, vibratory pans, elevator and incline conveyor, and a CCW. Then you go to your machine, and then downstream from that, you have your checkware, metal detector, case erector, case packer, case sealer, palletizer, hand pack station, stretch wrapper. Here's a nice production line drawing, small one, but you start over here on the right. We'll go from product hopper. It's going to go up into your volumetric filler or CCW. That's going to disperse your product into your pre-made pouch. So you got your machine right here. Once it's sealed, it's going to discharge to a checkware, metal detector, labeler, accumulation table, on to be packed. This is great production line drawing. It's really just showing you what all is involved really in just that one machine. It's not always going to be that one machine. You're going to have some way to fill it. So that's going to be your CCW. Well, how are you going to get the product to that CCW? Well, it's got to go up, and it's got to go up this Z bucket elevator to be dropped into that. So whenever you see one of these machines, you're going to see those other ones.
Welcome to Sigma Equipment. Today's cycle test includes a Waypack Swifty Bagger 3600 for pre-made pouches. This machine is running on a 240 volt system, single phase, with 80 psi on the air supply. This bagger is running at 20 bags a minute. Adjustments can be made on this machine to work with the different sized bags. These machines are most suitable for ready-made pouches filling liquids, powders, granules, and sauces, along with many other types of product. First, the suction cup arm will grab a bag from the in-feed magazine. The arm then orients the bag open side up to be grabbed by the bottom set of fingers. As the bottom fingers move the bag forward, the top set of fingers will grab the bag at the end of the movement. Once the bag is pinched by the top fingers, the bottom fingers will retract to grab another bag from the in-feed. This process repeats to continuously move the bags down the line. After a bag is grabbed from the in-feed, it moves to the opening station. Here, fingers will grab the outside corners of the bag and push inward to open the bag. After the bag has been opened, it moves to the air blasters to create a wider opening before moving into the fill station. At the fill station, a funnel moves down into the bag and releases product into the bag. Once the bag has received product, it will move to the closing station. Here, two fingers will grab the top corners of the bag and pull them outward to close the opening. After the bag has been closed, it will move through a heat-sealed jaw that will seal the top of the bag above the tear line. Once the bag has moved through the heat-sealed jaws, it goes to the next station, which are the cooling jaws. This helps to seal the bag before it exits the machine. Fingers will then carry the bag and release it into the exit conveyor. To learn more about this bagger and other equipment, please visit us at sigmaequipment.com.
The second one's going to be a rotary machine, and it's going to actually have 2 filling stations. So this is the Lee pack. You can tell there's 2 end feeds, so it's going to be pulling pouches up from each of those end feeds. Those fingers grab the pouch as it's being pulled up. Just to the right of that, you see that it's starting to open it up, so it's got a zipper opener. Just making sure that that zipper that's on that pouch is actually being pulled open. Then it moves over to open that top and bottom gusset, so you want to make sure that that is completely open. You have different styles. You can have air that's blown down in there, or these suction cups. Diving filling stations, so the product doesn't fall out. It's going to dive right into that pouch, drop the product in there. And then it's being sealed. And then dropped off onto that discharger conveyor to go down the line. This next video is going to be center spout, so it's actually going to be doing that cap on that machine, so it's going to be more of a liquid product. So when you have a center spout, it's going to be a little different in the way that they pull that pouch onto the machine. It's going to actually have a magazine that's usually called a stalker. So there's your stalker. So those pouches sit on those rails because they got that lip on there. It's going to be hard to stack those pouches on top of each other with that center spout. So they sit on these rails and they get indexed in there one at a time. And there's your diving nozzle to open the pouch up so it's blasting the air in there. And there's your second set of diving nozzles. That's actually dropping the filling product in there. See, there's your cap starting to come down. So spin around, picking that cap off. That little bar is make sure that it's flat on there. Then it's getting capped and dropped off. So some of the manufacturers that we like would be Lee Pack, Waypack, Viking Masek, VC999, and Toyo, which is now Packcraft. This can be used in a lot of industries. Some common ones you'll see: snacks, beverage, chemical, tobacco. So acquisitions, when you're looking at these, you want to see if it's rotary or inline. What was the last filling? Dimensions of the bag. Is it dual or single zone fill? Are there any attachments like date coder, hole punch, capper? Is the in-feed conveyor included? Those in-feed conveyors can be very expensive, and they're very specialized to those machines. And you want to get the overall dimensions because these are going to be specific, and you got to make sure that the customer is going to make sure that it fits in their line. Sales, you want to know what product's being ran, the desired speed, the bag type that they're trying to fill, and do they have a way to feed it and package it afterwards. For logistics and warehouse, these pieces can be rather large. Make sure you secure any funnels and or magazines that come on this. Questions to ask your customer: what's the production rate you're trying to get? How many stations? Style of pouch? Dimensions of the pouch you're running? Type of product? Do you need gas flush? The type of seal you're doing? Bag opening mechanism? Sealing mechanism? And electrical information. First equipment number is going to be R51877. This is on our rental fleet. It's a Waypack Swifty Bagger 3600. You can do up to 45 bags per minute, maximum width of 8 inches, and a maximum length of 11 inches for the pouch. Second example is K9208. This is a Toyo dual head 10 station pre-made pouch filler with the stalker. So again, that stalker is what's going to actually take those pouches and index them in. It's got your pouch magazine, can do 40 pouches per minute, and it is filling dual zones. And it does come with a cap feeder, so that's very important on these pieces. In summary, this piece can be inline or rotary and fill both dry and liquid ingredients. When acquiring this equipment, make sure to note any add-ons that it comes with and make sure that all the pieces are included. And some equipment that can be sold with this unit would be elevators, incline conveyors, CCWs, and vibratory feeders. Any questions or comments?